welcome to Tales of Honor Podcast, a podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of every recipient of the Medal of Honor. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tales of Honor Podcast, the only podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of every Medal of Honor recipient. I'm your host, Christoph Ambrose, and today's episode is episode number 216 and takes place during the Korean War. Hey, while you're over on talesofhonorpodcast.com, be sure to use our Amazon link when shopping on Amazon. It's free for you, it's private, I can't tell who is buying what, and it is a way for you to support the podcast by getting us paid a little bit more for your shopping. It's that simple. I use it. And family members use it. I have some close friends that also use it, and you can too. It's a good way and a free and easy way for you to support the podcast. And best of all, you're already doing a lot of shopping on Amazon, so go ahead and do that today. Head on over to talesofhonorpodcast.com. At the bottom of the page, you'll see an Amazon link. Just go ahead, click on that, bookmark that, and when you do your Amazon shopping, know that you'll be supporting the podcast. And now, a tale of honor. Baldomero was born on the 23rd of August, 1925, in Tampa, Florida. He grew up in the Ybor City neighborhood of Tampa and was named after his father, who had emigrated from Spain. Baldomero went to Hillsborough High School and excelled in basketball and Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps program. Almost immediately after graduating high school, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy on the 8th of July, 1943. The following year, Baldomero attended the U.S. Naval Academy as part of an accelerated 3-year program since World War II was still ongoing. He graduated on the 6th of June, 1947, and was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Marine Corps. Baldomero then attended the basic school at Quantico, Virginia, and in 1948 he was assigned to China, where he was a mortar section commander and then a rifle platoon commander. Baldomero then transitioned from China to Camp Pendleton, California, where he was stationed at the beginning of the Korean War. He volunteered to deploy to Korea as an infantry officer and was promoted to first lieutenant on the 16th of June, 1950. 3 months later, on the 15th of September, 1950, Baldomero displayed actions that would posthumously earn him the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life, above and beyond the call of duty, as a Marine platoon commander of Company A in action against enemy aggressor forces. With his platoon, First Lieutenant Lopez was engaged in the reduction of immediate enemy beach defenses after landing with the assault waves. Exposing himself to hostile fire, he moved forward alongside a bunker and prepared to throw a hand grenade into the next pillbox whose fire was pinning down that sector of the beach. Taken under fire by an enemy automatic weapon and hit in the right shoulder and chest as he lifted his arm to throw, he fell backward and dropped the deadly missile. After a moment, he turned and dragged his body forward in an effort to retrieve the grenade and throw it. In critical condition from pain and loss of blood, and unable to grasp the hand grenade firmly enough to hurl it, he chose to sacrifice himself rather than endanger the lives of his men, and, with a sweeping motion of his wounded right arm, cradled the grenade under him and absorbed the full impact of the explosion. His exceptional courage, fortitude, and devotion to duty reflect the highest credit upon First Lieutenant Lopez and the United States Naval Service. He gallantly gave his life for his country." The following year, on the 30th of August, 1951, Baldomero's parents received his Medal of Honor from the Secretary of the Navy, Dan Kimball. He was 25 years old when he died, and several structures have been named in honor of Baldomero. A state nursing home and school in Seffner, Florida, a Korean War memorial in Tampa, a public swimming pool in West Tampa, a U.S. Navy container ship, a state veterans nursing home in Land O'Lakes, Florida, all bear his name, as well as room number 3021 in the U.S. Naval Academy dormitory is dedicated to him with a bronze plaque with his citation on display. Baldomero Lopez is buried in the Centro Asturiano Memorial Park Cemetery in Tampa, Florida, Section 57, Lot 1. And that was a tale of honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor Podcast. Please head on over to talesofhonorpodcast.com for more information, other ways to listen and support the podcast, and please be sure to leave a good rating and a nice review. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Christoph Ambrosch. Thanks for listening.